Hey, it's Deshauna Yamini, and today we are with the lovely Rhema Howard, who is the CEO of Royal Attraction Cosmetics and Glam by Jaree. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
So, I can imagine you as a little girl playing with makeup. What was your earliest memory of using makeup?
My earliest memory, I would have to say, is middle school. In middle school, I used to always take my mom's makeup, take it to school, and put it on myself, and then she'll notice I took it, and I was getting in trouble for it. But that's the earliest I remember me doing makeup, just doing it on myself, even if it was eyeshadow. Though it was too much, I always remember me just trying to learn and just see how I could make myself just look more beautiful than I am.
Okay. Well, you don't need much. You look gorgeous. And you're barefaced right now.
Yes.
So, I have been seeing you on social media really doing some amazing things. And tell me about Royal Attraction Cosmetics and what was your inspiration for starting it?
Yes, so Royal Attraction Cosmetics, my inspiration was when I was young. I remember losing all my hair. My parents couldn't figure out why I lost it. And I remember going to school and always getting like bullied because of I had no hair. I had clumps coming out my hair. I had bald patches where my whole head just went bald. And I remember that. And I used to always think as a kid, like, why me? Like, why do I look like this? But, I feel like God had to tell me, like, work within yourself first. So I had to build my confidence up in that. And then my mom, they're very big within the church and just kept praying over me, my mom and dad. And soon again, my hair actually grew back. And then I became curly head, too, which I was never curly head to begin with. So once that happened, my hair grew all the way back. I had confidence in myself and had confidence inside of me and for my outer looks as well. So once I learned that, I knew instantly I just wanted to make everyone look good and feel good inside and out. So that made me start Royal Attraction Cosmetics because it made me want to have women feel beautiful inside and out. So I feel like people think cosmetics is just about what you put on. It's also about your inside as well, making sure that you feel beautiful inside yourself. So I think that's one of the things that made me start Royal Attraction Cosmetics. Royal is my daughter's name, you may know, so that made me want to call it Royal because she's beautiful within herself and I want her to know that. So I know that I want her when she grows up to make others feel beautiful as well. And to not judge nobody whether how they look or anything. I feel like everybody's naturally beautiful within their own unique self. So I think that's why I started Royal Attraction Cosmetics, is because I wanted everyone just to feel beautiful, whether it was makeup, whether it was just self-care, whether it was just putting on lip gloss and just walking outside with a natural face. You still feel beautiful within yourself.
Wonderful. I love that. So what was your educational path and how did it contribute to you becoming a cosmetics entrepreneur?
Yes, so I went to Sinclair Community College first, right after high school. I know before high school I did go to CTC, which is Miami Valley Career Tech Center. I knew I went for cosmetology, but I knew I just did not want to do hair. That's something it just really wasn't my path or my calling, I believe. So once I understood that, I didn't go to CTC no more. I went to just regular high school, graduated from that, and then I went to Sinclair. Okay. I went into the business industry there, and that's because I wanted to learn. I knew that my calling was to make people feel good, but I wanted to know how I can do that in a business aspect. So once I learned that at Sinclair and I graduated from there and I understood where to go from there, business-wise, I understood I had to do an LLC and take care of all the business I had to do. So once I did that, I did go to Central State, which I did not graduate from there. I sort of seen it as something that just wasn't for me. Sometimes school is just not for everybody. So once I learned that, I'm now in esthetician school. So I graduate April from esthetician school. So I'll not only just be doing makeup or waxing, I'll also be doing post-op for people that do go through surgery for their bodies as well.
That is wonderful. So what esthetician school are you attending?
Creative Images.
Okay, fantastic. At your community college, were you taking business management or business management or business management entrepreneurship, or what was the actual program you took?
Business administration.
Okay.
So it's basically teaching me how to be a manager, where to start at for my business, and how to market it correctly and brand my business correctly. I feel like that's something that people with businesses struggle with, is they don't know how to market to their target market, or they don't know how to uphold their business and make it go farther than what they visually see.
Okay, great. So this platform, Show Me What You Do, highlights people who use science, technology, engineering, and math or medical in their career. So when we were talking about who to interview next, I considered how cosmetics use science. So can you tell me how you use science to create your products?
Yes, so I do know that a lot of cosmetics, which I know personally I've used, either have broke me out, whether it was skincare, whether it was makeup. It's just the products or the ingredients they use in it. And I knew I wanted to open a vegan line. So all of my products are vegan, whether it's my lip gloss, lipsticks, highlights, even my sprays, they're all vegan. And I know for lip gloss, I know use mineral oil. So that way that it long lasting, as well keeps your lips moisturized for a long amount of time.
Fantastic. So I came today barefaced. I did not put on my Mary Kay today. I do not leave the house without my Mary Kay. So the lovely Miss Rhema is going to give me a makeover, and I am very, very excited.
Yes, I'm excited as well. So the first thing I always do with clients is I always prep their face. That's
Okay.
just doing a nice smooth cleaning, giving that's a nice foundation with your face.
Okay.
And of course, clean my hands before I ever touch them.
Wonderful. So I've been on a couple of television productions, and what I've learned is they do not really want to make your face up when you get there. They have you put your own makeup on.
When you go to
A movie set or a television show. They want you to wear your base foundation, and then they'll add to it if they need to. So I didn't know that. They want to not have to do a lot if they don't need to.
Wow. I don't know. You usually think that they would do the whole
face. So I just want you to know this is the first time someone's doing my entire face.
Wow.
So do you do a lot of makeup during prom season and things like that?
Prom season is definitely one of my busiest seasons, and I believe that's because mostly I run deals, like a bring a friend, get half off type of deal, and that's just because I know me doing makeup when I was in prom, or how it would be a group of us friends go together. We don't want to go to different people, and we all got to meet up. Like it's a lot of rides.
Right.
So I mostly like to do the bring a friend type of deal. So that's usually when I get a lot of my clients. It's homecoming and prom season. But I feel like during the spring I get a lot of wedding clients as well. And those is like one of my favorite things to do is weddings.
Wonderful. How much do you charge for this particular service?
So for a natural face, I do charge $45, excuse me. So the $45 one is without eyeshadow, just a natural basic face, nothing too much, just to give you a natural glowing look, bronze glowing look. That would be my soft glams. So for my regular natural faces, and this one is including a brown eyeshadow, that does include $55, excuse me.
Okay.
So for just the dramatic makeup where it's just different color eyeshadow and a bolder look, that's called my dramatic celebrity glam. So that one is $65. And then another look is called my goddess glam, and that is glitter, different color eyeshadows, different color lip looks, and a bold, even more bolder look, and that one's $85.
Okay. So do you, say for instance you have a wedding party, have you ever had like a wedding party of women?
Yes. The most I've had is like 5.
Okay.
Yes.
And so you just do all 5 faces yourself, or do you have a team?
Yes, I'll do all 5 myself. So I'll come
right.
early that morning. I'll block my books for that day. That way I focus only upon the wedding group and the tribe. That's what they call it, the bride tribe. I mostly focus on them because even though during the wedding people want touch-ups for pictures after the wedding ceremony or for the reception, before the reception. So I mostly stay for the whole event so that way I make sure you look good for your day and your tribe looks good for your day.
Awesome.
That's a sign to y'all of that.
Wonderful.
So I always tell people to put water on like a little cotton pad, make sure it's nice and soaked with water, and then you want to pour a little bit of that apple cider vinegar and rub it across your face. That's just to tone your face. Toner basically makes your skin tones even. Some people have discoloration in certain areas of their face, and it makes just your whole skin tone one even tone. And then I will also tell people to use a moisturizer. And then right after a moisturizer, you do want to use sunscreen, which is also like an SPF. So I do recommend like Ray Defense SPF 30 or 50. Everybody always say like black people shouldn't use sunscreen.
Yes, we should.
You should. Trust. And I did not know that either until I went to school and learned that. I was like, we do?
Yes, ma'am.
And my teacher had explained to me like, yes, white people do get sunburns, but black people can too. And also, I also tell people is know your skin. When you know your skin, like I know I'm oily all the time, 24/7. My face makes its own oils. That's literally just what
Mine
it is.
too.
And some people have dry skin. But once you learn your skin, start looking for products that is for dry skin or for oily skin. And do your research on it. Don't just buy it because it's popular.
Right.
I feel like that's an issue a lot of people have. There's been makeup products that, it's popular, let me buy it. Spend like $60 on it, and it is trash. Like, why did I buy it? Because everybody else wanted it.
Wow.
You want to make sure you get something that is for you.
Okay.
Yes, you want to make sure you get something that is just for you. And your skin type. That is something that I feel like is very important.
So you just talked a lot of science right there.
I did. That's just something I just learned that in school. Didn't know we need, sunscreen. That was, I didn't know nothing about toner. Like, my teacher taught me that. I'm like, toner? I'm already I feel like I'm already one skin tone. But I'm like, you know what? I do have discoloration here or here. And it's like something you just don't look at. I also feel like people feel like, when you wear makeup, your skin has to be ugly underneath. Like,
right.
It doesn't. As long as you take care of your skin. I feel like if you take care of your skin, you can wear makeup every day. But if your skincare routine is not up to par, or you don't even do it like every night, you're not going to get the results.
Makes perfect sense.
So right now I know for my goal for esthetician school, I don't really want to have my own suite. I want to just own my own spa. Like that is something I always wanted to do. Like mud baths.
Right.
And, different things like that. Always something I just always wanted to do.
That sounds wonderful.
Yes.
What are you doing with her eyes right now?
Right now I'm just shaping her eyebrows, making sure they both look alike. But yes, I'm just shaping her eyebrows with the concealer to make sure they are just lined up.
Is that what concealer is for?
It is for that, but it is also for just to lighten certain areas of your face, like the lighter areas, which is I call the T-zone, which is here, your nose, right above, a little bit of, like a patch above your on your forehead. Excuse me. So I always call it like the T-zone areas, as well as right here and on her lips. It's like the lighter areas that you can also see when it hits the light. I'm gonna turn you a little bit. It hits the light, you see those are lighter areas of the face. And I also tell people that people always feel like, they're black, so they're just a brown tone or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In the summer, I'm an orange tone and I'm brown skin. I'm an orange tone. But in the winter, as you see, I'm getting lighter. So then I'm a yellow tone. So I always look for a foundation that is the tone that I am at that moment or during that season. I always tell people to get 2 foundations, always.
That is good advice because I never thought about it like that.
Get 2 foundations.
Yeah.
Your skin changes all year. Your skin is going to be. Sometimes I'll be like, why is my makeup darker? Why is my makeup lighter? Like, I just be looking at myself like, wait a minute, let me take this off. Because when you look at yourself, you just have to be like, I am not that color. Like, no more.
That is a very good point.
And now I had to learn that for myself because I remember one time I wore my foundation I wore in the summer, I wore in the winter. I'm like, why do I look dark? Like, this is definitely my shade. I've been buying this same one for years. But I had to recognize, like, you know what? Your skin changes. And once you recognize that, you'll know exactly what to do.
What is your favorite exfoliator?
That's a good question. I do like Good Molecules. They have a good overnight exfoliator. That's what I'm using now. What's another one?
That's the brand name?
Yes, Good Molecules.
Good Molecules.
Yes. That is the brand's name. I use them now. I use it once a week at night. It's called the overnight exfoliating. I also forgot to mention inside of your routine, you do want to use a serum, which is sort of like something I use before I use my moisturizer or lotion to put up on my face.
Yeah.
A serum is something good too. It just balances your face.
So I'm doing all of that.
Really?
So at night I do my moisturizer. My cleanser, my toner. I have a liquid BHA exfoliator. And then a serum, and then a moisturizer. That's the nighttime routine. The morning routine is cleanser, toner, SPF, moisturizer.
You said that's during the day
Yes.
or the morning?
Yes.
Yeah, that's about right. That's, like I said, SPF, that changed my life. Speaking about tones, you see that she's a red tone. The reason you can tell that, I'm glad you actually wore red because it's sort of how I got taught that in school. If you see the red and how it blends with her face better. Whether I put a yellow on, it's not going to blend correctly. But you can tell that you are a yellow tone just by where the light is hitting upon your face. You can
A red
see
tone.
Red
Yeah.
tone.
Yeah. Interesting.
So now we're going to go ahead and try out a couple of foundations to see which one is definitely your color.
Okay.
I did do some that has red tones.
How do you usually test to see which one is the right one for your client?
Yeah, so usually I do ask my clients to just turn their head that way a little bit. And if you can see that your face is supposed to match your chest. So long as I can match them too, you're good.
Okay.
Because some people wear the makeup all day. So if I do your makeup in the morning and you're wearing a shirt all the way up here, and then at night you want to wear a shirt that's down here, your makeup's not going to look.
Right. Because this part of us is not exposed to sunlight that much. Yeah. So that makes perfect
So
sense.
it's going to be different.
Yeah.
And as you can see, your red up top, actually your chest is a yellow tone. So it's just matching.
Good to know. A lot of older ladies may not do a lot of makeup.
Yes.
Do you have, or have you had clients who are, I'm going to say over 60, over 70?
Over 60, over 70. I definitely had 50s for sure. But over 60.
Yeah, my mom, she was real old school. She used to say things like, well, you know, black women only just need a little rouge and some lip gloss. Rouge, not blush. Rouge.
That's funny. My grandmother is the same way. She doesn't like a lot. Yeah, she doesn't like a lot at all.
Mm-hmm.
But she's just like, just sing you some lip gloss. Okay.
That's all they need.
Yeah.
What you put on your face, Granny? Oh, just a little soap and water. And we got a nighttime skincare routine. Right.
Their skin be looking good.
Very good.
I just be like, what do you do?
So what is that?
So this is the setting powder. This is what I usually put on when I put a liquid on a client's face. It just sets it better.
So you do that before?
No, as I put it, if I just put the foundation on your face, I spray it so that way once I pat it in your face, it's going to go ahead and matte dry.
Oh.
You can actually, I don't know, but you can probably see it that it's just going to blend. It's just blending. I'm just patting it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just blending together.
So all the cosmetics you're using are yours?
No, so this one I'm using right here is Fenty. The only thing that Royal Attraction Cosmetic has is lipsticks, lip glosses, lip pencils. We do sell a lip applicator brush as well.
Okay.
We also sell glitter lipstick, which is a kit.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last thing we sell is our glitter body sprays.
Okay. That's like the perfect coverage when you're doing that. I can feel it all over my face.
Yep.
And it smells good.
Everyone says. When I say everybody says that, you're like the fifth person today to say that when I did their makeup. Like, it smells good. Like, is that a perfume? I'm like, oh no. I would never spray perfume. Yes, people feel like they have to pack on makeup. But I feel like you said, for people that are in their 60s or in their 50s or 70s, they don't need much.
Right.
So, usually I would put way much more makeup on someone.
Mm-hmm.
But, like I said, I feel like the skin is already naturally beautiful the way it already is.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't need much. I feel like a lot of people just feel like, oh, I gotta pack all this makeup on my face. Like, you truly don't. You don't need a lot.
Hydration is good for your skin too.
Yes.
Not just putting water on your body, but putting it in your body.
Yes. Whatever you intake definitely has a lot to do with your skin. Whether it's your hair, your nails, your skin, whatever you intake has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
So I feel like when people just drinking pop or you're just eating junk food, you can't expect to lose weight, and that's all you eat.
And you can't expect your skin to look good
exactly,
either.
You can't expect your skin to look good either. I know when I drink pop, and this is just me, when I drink pop, trust and believe the next morning I'm going to have a bump on my face. I don't know why. That's just how my skin is. If I drink some pop, I better have some water to wash that down.
Right.
But again, everybody is different. So I do believe intake is definitely really important when it comes to your skin, your hair, and like I said, even your nails is definitely important. Again, just staying consistent, because you can't just take one pill for like a week and feel like your skin is going to look beautiful.
Right.
Or just up to par. You have to stay consistent with it. So the proper way that I believe to remove makeup is I always tell people to get coconut oil. One thing I would say is coconut oil or Vaseline. And I prefer coconut oil because it's a natural thing.
What about olive oil?
I never tried that one. Now I do use olive oil on my hair, but I never tried that on my face.
Because coconut oil doesn't agree with me for some reason. I don't know why. I want to like it a lot.
Yeah, coconut oil doesn't agree with my hair.
Mm-hmm. It definitely doesn't agree with my hair.
But it agrees with my daughter's hair. I don't know. The thing is just, I don't know.
Different.
But you can also use Vaseline. I know that for a fact. You can also use, I believe it's called Micelle water.
Micelle water works great. I have used that before.
That is a good remover.
Yeah.
It really is. But yes, I use coconut oil, and that's because I can put it in my hand and literally just go over my face. It's gonna remove everything.
It'll just
your
break
lashes, it just breaks up all the what is packed upon your face.
Right.
And it basically takes it off. Then I just rinse it off my face, and then I use that micellar water.
Mm-hmm.
Once I do use that, I go over my face, and then you start your skincare routine, the cleanser. And I always do use the cleanser twice if I wore makeup. And that's just to double make sure.
So
my face is covered.
could you do your facial cleanser first and then like follow up with micellar water or something like that? Or do you want to do something that breaks it up first?
I always do something that breaks it up first.
Okay.
And that's just because you're going to be rinsing with that cleanser for a minute. For a minute, you are. That's just even the corners of your nose.
Mm-hmm.
We have big noses. So they do fold right here. And in that crease, it can get stuck. Or I also know a lot of people don't want, like, if your hair is flat iron, you don't want to get water on here.
Right.
Up on your edges.
Right.
You're going to have makeup all along your edges till you get that out. So I always tell people to use coconut oil because it's going to remove it all.
Remove it all. Gotcha.
And that way your hair don't poop up or do something.
Right.
Again, we're just going over the dark areas that we did with the cream contour. We're going to go over it with a dark powder. And that's just making sure that it's set into place. So we're basically setting the cream, the dark cream that we used.
Who are your industry influencers? As far as makeup artists, as far as motivational speakers, anyone who just helps you to stay focused on your goals in this industry?
I feel like someone that helps me stay on my goals, and they're not in the cosmetic industry at all, but I feel like she lives her purpose, and I feel like that's something that God wanted me to do, was again to make people feel good about themselves. I would have to say Megan Ashley. She's one of the people I would say that she lives her purpose. She knew that she wanted to be a servant unto people, and I feel like me watching her podcast that she has, or her Know For Sure podcast that she has with her best friend B. Simone, I feel like they talk about just living your purpose and doing what God basically told you to do. So I feel like God wanted me to make people feel beautiful inside and out. So I feel like she definitely influenced me just to continue. But sometimes I just be like, I don't want to do this. Sometimes you get to that point, everybody has, where you're just like, I don't know, God, what you want me to do? Right. And I feel like that she basically does give me that push, like, just keep going, keep doing it. Because many times her best friend was in the spotlight, and she just was a servant. And now it's her time after many years of just being a servant, doing what God told her to do. So I feel like that's number one person I would say. The second person I would have to say is Rihanna. She has her cosmetic line, which is Fenty, which is an amazing line that she has. Yeah. And I feel like she definitely influenced me in many ways as well, just to keep doing it, especially for the Black community. I feel like we did not have makeup that
matched the skin tone, right? Like,
that is a fact, we really didn't. And I feel like she changed the game completely. So that's somebody I can say that definitely influenced me. One other person. Oh, Karen. I've been watching Karen since middle school.
Karen.
She was a YouTuber.
Okay.
She's one of the first women that did YouTube makeup.
Okay.
So she definitely influenced me because she was basically doing different brands and just giving her opinion on them for Black people. And I feel like that changed the game for me too. Yeah. So I feel like she did a good job on that one. So far, I feel like them three people really, really, I feel like inspired me just to keep going. As far as dramatic makeup and colorful, I would have to say Jeffree Star. He definitely made me get out of my box for makeup. He definitely made me get out of my box and be able to try different colors. Not always do a natural face. Try something out the box. And I just started doing just it on myself, just to see what I could do. So I feel like them four people definitely influenced me makeup industry and just pursuing my purpose.
So if you had to pick one famous person to do their makeup, who would it be? So many choices, though.
Yes. I'm trying to think.
Because, depending on the right celebrity, that's your job. I think about the lady who did Prince's hair. She was his stylist. Oprah's person, that's her stylist. She picked a manicurist. That was her manicurist. The lady didn't have to do nobody else's nails for real.
And that's where I'm trying to get to. I just want to get a contract.
Yeah.
I travel with you.
I'll travel with you. Let's do this. Right.
But if I had to pick whose makeup to truly do, I will honestly have to say Beyonce's.
Ooh.
That is somebody I grew up off of her. Listening to her music.
Yeah.
Looking at her little music videos. I used to be like, ooh, I can't wait to do this on her. So I feel like, that is somebody I would definitely want to do.
That would be awesome. So what should we know about lashes?
So I always tell people, if you are going to put fake lashes on, please take care of your regular lashes. For regular lashes, I kind of oil was that I use. It was olive oil to put on your lashes to make them grow. Don't put me, but I believe it was.
It might be castor oil.
Castor oil. That's what I was looking for. Okay, yes, castor oil. I used to put them on my lashes and on my eyebrows.
Yeah.
With a spoon. I used to do that every night.
I heard it's very effective.
It really does. It does work. It does really stay consistent though, but it does work with growing your lashes out, especially with people that get individuals. I know sometimes people don't take lashes off correctly and they just rip them off. I don't know why they do that, but they do.
Oh my goodness, I can feel them on my eye.
Can you?
Yeah.
How's it feel?
Oh, good.
They feel like I have fake lashes on. Like I can see them
Everybody that wears them first has this reaction. It's funny to me. So I wear these all the time.
I guess you get used to it, but yes, right now it feels weird.
I'm gonna spray you one more time.
Right.
Do your lips.
Be good to go. So how do I take my lashes off?
Yes, that's where the coconut oil and stuff.
Oh, okay. So I just need to slather it on, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
But they should. What you also can do is once you do wash your face, just put Vaseline on it. It should come right off.
Okay.
You don't need a lot of Vaseline. Just any oil, honestly.
Right.
Remove it. It's oil, not water.
Gotcha. Oh my gosh. Who is that? That is very pretty.
That is very pretty.
Very pretty. Yeah. Looks like Viola Davis. My experience was great. I can feel the lashes on my eyelids because I don't wear fake lashes. But other than that, it is beautiful. I'm very, very happy with it.
Yes.
I know who to come to now. If I have a gala or a event, I know to call Glam by Jaree.
Yes.